And welcome back, the last best of three of the day. We're dipping into the losers bracket for this one. We are looking at Scrumptious Ocular Secretion Collectors as the red team here, and Deepwater as the blue team. I'm Bacchanalian here with Seldrine, and he's going to give you the intro on the red team.
Yeah, hi, this is Seldrine, and the red team who are the Scrumptious Ocular Secretion Collectors. They have turned up with 3 Protei, 1 Aneros, 1 Tyrannus, and 3 Molli. Range-wise, we have the 3 Proteuses, Tyrannus and Aneros at 30k, and the 3 Dampening Molli at 50k.
Indeed, and for the blue team, Deepwater, they have warped in with 3 Windicators, 2 Crucifiers, and 3 Mollis. And the Windicators are at 0, so they're about 30 off of the Proteus on the red team. We will see what happens here. The clock has just gone up, and we are go.
Yep, and the support of the red team is just going around those Vindicators and going straight towards the support of the blue team. The Vindicators, on the other hand, are moving towards these red ships, but the speeds here are completely different and they're not going to catch them.
Yeah, judging by those speeds, those are armor Vindicators, unless I'm missing something. 1100 here right now. They haven't really dipped up past that. Shield Vindy should be a good bit faster. Proteus are moving 1500, 1600, 1300, so overheating maybe a little bit there, but a little bit faster than the Vindicators, just a bit, but they certainly don't outrange them, so they're going to have to get in close at some point.
Yeah, I can see the Vindicators right now actually shooting towards this Proteus of Sashenka, but he is way out of their range, so I'm not sure why they're doing that, but Sashenka is now destroying that Mollis of SL Garsk, but he's stationary, so it looks like these Vindicators may catch up with these Proteus.
Yeah, not sure why he wasn't moving. That's a bad idea with their Vindicators, or rather Proteus in the field. Blaster boats in general, you want them to move. Another Mollis about to go down. We have a Tyrannus taking damage on the red team.
Exactly, so right now the red team appear to be just trying to get rid of the support, the dampening ships of the Deepwater team, which they have done. That's 2 Mollis is dead, and they're just working through the 3rd.
And Sashenka is now finally taking a little bit of damage. He's dipped into shields. I don't know if that's just a little bit of drone aggro. I don't see drones around him, so he is being shot by someone. And now actually,
look at the
Bederix now is taking quite a bit of damage. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Bederix, the captain for the red team here, is into armor now in his Proteus, but he seems to be just going very slowly through the armor here. I mean, a Proteus is renowned for an extraordinarily powerful armor tank. It does appear to be passive though, so just some big buffer tank there.
He is overheating away. He hit 1700 meters a second there for a second. I think he was just trying to jump out of Vindicator range. The Vindis were shooting him, but he now appears to be a good way off of them, so they've stopped shooting at him.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all 3 Mollis dead now for the Deepwater team. So the red team have got no problem with locks here, and they've got 3 Mollis of their own, which are on the Vindicators of the Deepwater team. So the lock range of those 3 Vindicators is going to be seriously compromised. We'll be locking at 15-20k only for these Vindicators right now.
It will be, and it would allow the Proteus to stay alive, but the issue being, the 3 Vindicators is a lot of points left on the field. It's a lot of DPS left on the field, and it's an awful lot of EHP left on the field. I don't know if the Tiers team, the red team, can do much about this. I mean, they may be able to stay away from the Vindicators and stay alive. Can they win the match that way?
Exactly. I mean, right now it looks quite one-sided, but it is not as one-sided as it looks. The only reason these Proteuses are alive is because they've been avoiding these Vindicators, but if they want to kill them, they're going to have to get right in close and personal. And it can go either way whether or not they're going to survive this.
Right, as it stands right now, there's 60 points sitting on the field for Deepwater out of a total 70 fielded. So, really, they're going to have to do something. I mean, I think, do the math, they are ahead on points, but not by a whole heck of a lot right now.
Yeah, the one deciding factor, though, in this match right now is that the red team do have a logistics, and he is safe right now. And Proteuses have a nice resistance for their armor, so they can get good value out of the reps from that logistics. And as long as these Proteuses orbit these Vindicators as much as they can, try and get as much transversal against those guns, the Vindicators themselves will not be doing max damage against these Proteuses. So the reps of this Aeneas should keep up. And it looks like the three Vindicators for Deepwater are actually in Deepwater right now.
Indeed, they are being primaried. The Proteus decided just to go man mode, not kite this one out. They are putting a lot of damage down on Head Candor. Looks like JT-133 is taking quite a bit of damage, but I think, as you say, the Oneros will be able to keep up to it. Not only is the Proteus very tanky, but they have high thermal kinetic resist against Vindicator damage, so we'll see
exactly. And what Proteuses also have is good DPS, and you can see that on the Vindicator of Head Candor. He is going straight through his armor.
Quite so. You can easily get a Proteus 850, 900 DPS, and I suspect that's how these are fit. So they are going to shred through those Vindicators. Given the Vindicators do not have logistics to help them tank, they will eventually explode. Here goes the first one, the deep structure.
Exactly. The 3 Vindicators were just managing to outdamage the reps of Tana Pleiades on the Aneris of JT-133. But now that there's only 2 Vindicators alive, there's no chance. If they couldn't do it before, they're not going to be able to do it now. So this is most likely going to be a strong victory here for the Scrumptious Ocular Secretion Collectors.
I agree, barring a serious mistake by one of the small ships, I think this is going to be a total hell diff. A clean sweep for Scrumptious Ocular Secretion Collectors. And,
and the Vindicator of Mike Char, he's webbed by these Proteases. He is treading water in Deepwater on the Deepwater team right now.
I think you're stretching on that one. But here we go. We'll watch this one go into structure. I like watching Vindicators explode. I do miss mine.
Exactly. The Vindicator is a fantastic tournament ship, but it is most definitely just not a win ticket. As we're seeing here right now, 3 Vindicators losing to 3 Protea.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning at the beginning of this fight, the fight really could have gone either way with these 2 setups. It came down to what ship started to buckle first. And I think the Tears team just outplayed. The Red team just played it well. They took out the support. They kept away from the Vindicators. If one of those Proteas had gotten caught and blown up early, or the Oneros had gone down early, it really would have been over. So it really was.
The way I see it on this blue team is we've got the 3 Vindicators, but all the frigates are just support frigates. There's no damage from them, and they had no logistics. So apart from their Vindicators, they had no way to catch the Aneris of the enemy team. If they'd maybe just brought 2 Vindicators plus a logistic, they'd have then had some more points, maybe add in an assault frigate there, and just the team would have been stronger overall. But they've gone really one-sided here. I mean, the only tackle they had was 3 Vindicators, and they're slow. You don't want slow ships as your tackle.
Absolutely, going with 3 Mollusts, 2 Crucifier. It's bringing some E-War ships. You feel like you got to bring a tackler or 2 in there with that, and have them hold things down for your Vindicators to get on top of. Once a Vindicator's on top of something, it's done. But the Vindicator's got to get there first, and armor tank Vindicators don't exactly run things down very well.
Exactly, and there we go. The final ship has exploded. And this first match of our match 8 in the losing bracket goes to a victory for Scrumptious. We'll be back shortly with match 2, and we'll see if Deepwater can take something